Have you ever woken up and felt like the world was already pulling at you from every direction? Notifications buzzing, thoughts racing, obligations piling up before you even step out of bed. Now imagine this instead, waking up to a dawn so silent, so clear, that it feels like life itself is offering you a fresh canvas, one untouched by yesterday's worries. In Buddhism, the first hour of your morning is not just another stretch of time. It is seen as a sacred doorway, the passage through which your entire day enters. There is a saying, if you master your mornings, you master your mind. And if you master your mind, you master your life. Think about that. When your day begins in chaos, that chaos tends to ripple through every moment ahead. But if your morning begins with stillness and clarity, that quiet peace becomes the undercurrent guiding everything you do. For centuries, Buddhist monks have embraced the early hours not simply to rise early, but to align with life's deeper truths before the noise of the world begins. Because the way you rise is the way you live. Today, I want to share with you 5 powerful morning rituals drawn from timeless Buddhist wisdom. These practices are simple, but within their simplicity lies the power to transform not only your mornings, but your entire way of being. So stay with me until the end, because these rituals might just reveal a hidden doorway to a life filled with greater peace, clarity, and unshakable inner strength. And there is a bonus practice waiting for you at the end, one that even many longtime practitioners often overlook. Yet it holds the quiet power to turn each dawn into a moment of deep, mindful awakening. Let us begin with the first practice. Lesson 1. Begin with the breath of life. Before your eyes fully open in the morning, there is a quiet moment, a space untouched by yesterday's thoughts or tomorrow's worries. In Buddhism, this moment is seen as sacred. It is a rare chance to reconnect with your truest self before the noise of the world returns. Imagine waking up tomorrow and, instead of reaching for your phone or diving into plans and worries, you simply pause and breathe. Feel the air gently entering through your nose, filling your chest and then leaving your body in a soft, effortless wave. This breath is not just oxygen. It is life itself greeting you, reminding you that you are here now. There is an old Zen teaching. A student once asked his master, "How can I find unshakable peace?" The master replied, "Each morning, before your thoughts awaken, take 3 deep breaths as though you are meeting life for the first time." At first, the student did not understand. But as he practiced, something shifted. His mind grew calm and steady. No matter how busy the day became, those 3 simple breaths became his quiet shield against chaos. In modern life, we often lose this sacred pause. We wake and dive straight into emails, news, and endless demands. But in Buddhist practice, the breath is an anchor, your ever-present tether to the now, the one constant that brings you back to where peace lies. Here is how you can begin. As soon as you wake, stay lying down or sit comfortably in your bed. Close your eyes again and take 3 long, slow, conscious breaths. Feel the cool air entering. Notice your lungs and belly expand. Then feel the breath gently leave your body. With each inhale, silently say to yourself, "I awaken with calm." With each exhale, say, "I release all tension." This simple ritual sets the tone for your entire day. Instead of being swept away by scattered thoughts, you begin grounded in stillness, in intention. Take Daniel, for example. He used to wake up feeling like the world was already asking more than he could give. Stress met him before his feet even touched the floor. But when he started each morning with 3 conscious breaths, something shifted. He felt rooted clear. The demands of life did not disappear, but he met them with quiet focus instead of anxiety. And that calm presence began to shape not just his mornings, but his entire life. In Buddhist thought, the breath is your most faithful companion. It asks for nothing but offers everything: awareness, peace, and presence. And when your day begins with this kind of quiet strength, it follows you into every conversation, every challenge, every choice. So tomorrow morning, before you rise, before you think, before you move, just breathe. Breathe as if the dawn itself is flowing through you, because in that breath lies the power to begin again, each and every day. Lesson 2. Begin your day with the light of gratitude. After finding calm through your breath, the next step in awakening inner peace is to cultivate gratitude. In Buddhism, gratitude is not just an occasional thankfulness reserved for special moments. It is a lens through which we view the world, a way of walking through life with an open and content heart. Imagine waking tomorrow and, instead of focusing on what you lack or the problems that await you, your first thoughts turn to what you already have. The warmth of your blanket, the gentle softness of morning light, the quiet miracle of your beating heart. There is an old Buddhist story. A disciple once approached the Buddha and said, "Master, I have everything I need, yet I still feel empty." The Buddha looked at him with quiet compassion and replied, "Your emptiness does not come from what you lack, but from your blindness to what is already before you. Begin each morning by seeing 3 blessings in your life. Only then will your heart realize it was never empty." Gratitude is not simply about feeling good. It is a powerful practice that transforms the mind from restlessness to contentment, from scarcity to abundance. When you begin your day with appreciation, you build an inner foundation strong enough to carry through whatever challenges rise. Here is how to bring this practice into your morning. After taking your mindful breaths, remain seated or lying down. Gently close your eyes and reflect on 3 things you are grateful for. They do not need to be grand or dramatic. Maybe it is the stillness of dawn before the world awakens, the memory of a kind word from yesterday, or simply the fact that you are here to witness another sunrise. To deepen this ritual, write these 3 blessings in a small journal beside your bed. Writing turns fleeting thoughts into seeds planted firmly in your consciousness, ready to blossom throughout your day. Modern science now confirms what Buddhist wisdom has long known, that a consistent gratitude practice improves sleep, lowers stress, and nurtures emotional balance. Each grateful thought becomes like a candle lighting the dim corners of your mind with warmth and clarity. Take Emma, for example. She used to wake up each morning gripped by anxiety, her mind spiraling into worries about work and life. But she made one small change. Before touching her phone or thinking about her to-do list, she named 3 simple things she felt grateful for. At first, it felt awkward, but within weeks, her focus shifted. She no longer woke up weighed down by what was missing. Instead, she began to notice the quiet blessings that had been there all along. This shift gave her resilience. It gave her hope even on the hard days. In Buddhism, gratitude is deeply connected to the truth of impermanence. When we understand that nothing lasts forever, neither pain nor joy, we learn to cherish what is here, right now. As the Buddha taught, health is the greatest gift, contentment, the greatest wealth, and trust, the greatest relationship. To expand this practice even further, send gratitude silently to someone in your life. Think of a person who has shown you kindness, taught you something meaningful, or simply walked beside you during a difficult moment. Close your eyes. Send them silent thanks. You may never speak those words aloud, but the energy of appreciation will gently begin to transform your own heart. Gratitude is not just a morning ritual. It is a way of living that turns even the most ordinary day into something quietly sacred. So tomorrow morning, before the demands of life rise to meet you, pause. Ask yourself, what, in this moment, is already enough? Let your day begin with the light of appreciation, and you may find that everything ahead feels a little lighter. 2. Lesson 3. Awaken your body with mindful movement. Once you have grounded your mind in stillness and opened your heart with gratitude, there is one more sacred part of your morning that calls for your attention: your body. In Buddhist practice, the body is not merely a tool to carry us through life. It is a temple, a reflection of our inner state, and a gateway to deeper awareness. The Buddha once told his disciples, "When you walk, just walk. When you sit, just sit. But above all, be fully present in each." One disciple asked, "Master, if sitting brings stillness, why walk mindfully?" The Buddha smiled and replied, "Because true awareness is not limited to stillness. It moves with you breath by breath, step by step. Mindful movement is about bringing presence into every gesture. It is not about achieving perfect poses or pushing the body to its limits. It is about moving with intention, feeling each part of yourself come alive and bridging the space between thought and action." Here is how you can begin weaving this practice into your mornings. After your breathing and gratitude rituals, take 5 to 10 minutes to gently move your body. You might roll out your yoga mat and stretch slowly, allowing your muscles to awaken without force. You might stand and roll your shoulders back, feeling tension melt away. Or perhaps you step outside for a quiet walk beneath the early morning sky, feeling the ground steady beneath your feet and the cool breeze brushing your skin. With each movement, bring your full attention to the sensations within your body. Notice how your chest rises with your breath, how your arms extend with each stretch, how your footsteps land rhythmically upon the earth. This simple presence turns ordinary movement into a living meditation. Modern science now supports what Buddhist practitioners have known for centuries. Even a short period of mindful movement each day lowers stress, improves circulation, strengthens brain health, and calms the nervous system. Take Aaron, for example, a businessman whose mornings were once a blur of rushed preparation. He often felt drained before his day had even begun. But after attending a silent retreat, he learned about mindful movement. At first, he doubted its relevance in his busy life. But one morning, he gave it a try. He stood in his living room, took a deep breath, and slowly stretched his arms toward the ceiling. For the first time in years, he felt present in his own body. Each morning after that, he added a few gentle stretches before heading to work. Soon, his mornings felt grounded. His mind was clearer, his stress more manageable. His body no longer felt like an afterthought, but an ally in his journey. Here is a simple exercise you can try tomorrow. Stand tall wherever you are. Inhale slowly, feeling your spine lengthen. As you exhale, let your shoulders soften and relax. Now, gently raise your arms above your head, feeling the stretch through your sides and ribs. Pause here for a few breaths, noticing the sensation of openness. As you lower your arms, bring your awareness to the ease and warmth flowing through your body. Remember, mindful movement does not need to be elaborate to be powerful. Each small, intentional motion becomes a way to honor your body and strengthen the connection between your inner and outer worlds. So tomorrow, once you have calmed your mind with breath and brightened your heart with gratitude, awaken your body with mindful movement. Let each stretch and each step be a quiet reminder. You are here, you are alive, and you're ready to greet the day with clarity and grace. Lesson 4. Set your morning intention like lighting a lamp. Each dawn arrives with the quiet promise of a new beginning. In Buddhist thought, the morning is like a blank canvas waiting for the brush strokes of your mind. But without clear intention, the day can easily become a series of reactions. You move from one demand to the next, pulled by urgency, noise, and distraction, losing sight of what truly matters. So after you have calmed your breath, open your heart with gratitude, and awaken your body through mindful movement, take a moment to turn inward and gently ask yourself, how do I want to move through this day? Not in terms of what you need to do, but how you want to be. Instead of immediately jumping to your responsibilities or your task list, shift your focus to the qualities you wish to embody. Maybe it is gentleness in your words, patience in your actions, clarity in your decisions. Setting an intention is not about rigidly planning your day, it is about aligning your inner compass. In Buddhism, this practice reflects the principle of right intention, one part of the Noble Eightfold Path. Right intention helps us act from a place of mindfulness, compassion, and wisdom rather than from fear, anger, or confusion. You do not need an elaborate affirmation. A simple, heartfelt phrase is enough to center your mind and heart. You might say, "Today, I choose to act with kindness," or "I will remain steady and calm, no matter what arises." Speak it softly within yourself, or write it in a small journal by your bed. What matters is that it comes from sincerity and reflects how you want to show up in the world. There is a story of a young monk who once asked his teacher, "How can I walk the path without getting lost?" The teacher handed him a small lantern and said, "Light this each morning with your intention. No matter how dark the road becomes, its flame will guide you home to yourself." Consider Maya, an accountant who used to begin her mornings weighed down by stress and deadlines. Her thoughts felt scattered before her day even began. Then, she added one small ritual. Each morning, after her breath work and gratitude practice, she closed her eyes and repeated, "Today, I will carry calmness within me." Over time, her life began to shift. The tasks were still there. The challenges still came. But her presence remained rooted in that morning promise. Modern neuroscience now supports this ancient wisdom. When you set a clear intention, you activate your brain's reticular activating system, a mechanism that filters your attention and helps you stay focused on what aligns with your chosen purpose. It becomes easier to tune out distractions and return to what truly matters. Here is how you can begin. Close your eyes gently. Take a deep breath in and exhale slowly. Now ask yourself, what energy or quality will guide me today? Maybe it is patience, kindness, focus, joy, or compassion. Let the word or phrase settle into your awareness like a stone resting at the bottom of a still pond. Then, throughout the day, whenever you feel scattered or overwhelmed, return to this intention. Let it bring you back to your center, starting tomorrow. After your breath, gratitude, and movement practices, take just a minute to form your morning intention. Say it quietly, write it down, or simply hold it gently in your heart. By doing this, you light a lamp within a quiet flame that can guide your path with clarity, peace, and meaning. Lesson 5. Awaken compassion within your morning. After calming your mind through breath, opening your heart with gratitude, awakening your body with mindful movement, and setting your intention for the day, there is one more sacred seed to plant each morning. Compassion. In Buddhism, compassion is not just feeling sorry for someone's pain. It is a deep, courageous wish for all beings to be free from suffering paired with the will to act with kindness. Compassion means recognizing that every person you meet is carrying silent burdens, unspoken dreams, and unseen wounds. There is an old story of the Buddha walking through a village. A man, consumed by anger, ran up to him shouting insults and spitting at his feet. The Buddha looked at him with calm eyes and said, "Thank you for your gift, but I have nothing here for it to land on." Confused, the man asked what he meant. The Buddha replied, "When anger is given but not accepted, it stays with the one who offers it." That gentle reply, free of blame or retaliation, broke through the man's rage and planted a seed of transformation within him. Compassion does not mean allowing harm or ignoring injustice. It means meeting life with understanding instead of hate, with patience instead of reactivity. And it begins within us each morning we rise. Here is how to bring compassion into your morning practice. After your breath, gratitude, and movement rituals, sit quietly for a few moments. Close your eyes and bring to mind someone you care deeply about, a friend, family member, or mentor. In your heart, offer this silent wish. May you be safe. May you be healthy. May you find peace. Next, widen your circle. Picture someone neutral, perhaps a neighbor, or a co-worker you do not know well. Offer them the same quiet blessing gently and sincerely. Finally, Bring into your awareness someone with whom you feel tension or conflict. This may not be easy, but it helps soften the walls around your heart. Send them the same silent wish. May you be safe. May you be healthy. May you find peace. And before you finish, do not forget yourself. Take a deep breath and say softly, may I be safe. May I be healthy. May I find peace. In Buddhist teachings, this is known as loving-kindness meditation or metta. It is one of the four immeasurables, along with compassion, empathetic joy, and equanimity. These boundless qualities, when nurtured, free us from fear and bring harmony to our lives. Modern science now confirms what ancient wisdom has long taught. Practicing compassion increases oxytocin, the hormone linked to emotional connection and warmth. It reduces anxiety, builds resilience, and deepens our sense of purpose. When we carry compassion into our day, we stop seeing others as obstacles. We begin to see them as fellow travelers on this vast, mysterious path of life. Consider Samuel, an emergency room doctor. For years, he began his days bracing for stress and suffering. But then he began a simple morning practice of compassion. Before leaving home, he would close his eyes and silently offer wishes of peace to his patients, his co-workers, and finally, to himself. Within a few weeks, something shifted. The demands of his job remained, but his heart felt more grounded. Compassion became his anchor, steady and unwavering. So tomorrow morning, hold this gentle reminder close. Compassion is not just an extra step. It is the path itself. When you begin your day by sending kindness both outward and inward, you carry a quiet strength within you, one that shapes how you walk, how you speak, and how you live. You become a source of peace in a world that is quietly longing for gentleness. Conclusion. As you move through each of these morning practices, from your first mindful breath to your final conscious step, remember this: life is not meant to be rushed. Each new morning is an invitation to come home to yourself, to awaken not just your body, but also your heart, your spirit, and your presence. These rituals may seem small, but their power lies in their quiet repetition. Over time, they gently reshape the way you move through the world with a clearer mind, a more compassionate heart, and a deeper, steadier sense of purpose. Just imagine how your life might feel if every morning began this way, rooted in peace, grounded in gratitude, and fully awake to the present moment. And if someone you care about could use this message, share this video with them. It may be the reminder they need, the gentle teaching they have been waiting for, the spark that begins their own journey inward. Thank you for spending your time with us today. Until we meet again, may your mornings be calm, your days filled with purpose, and your heart remain open to the quiet beauty found in every moment. Subscribe and awaken your mind with Wisdom Kingdom.